Hi everyone, it's Christine here from Amidst the Chaos. Thanks so much for joining me today. I want to start by saying Happy New Year. It's so crazy that we are in 2016. I don't know about you, but I felt like last year just went by like that. Especially in the last couple of months of 2015. It was so awesome launching my YouTube channel and how many people loved on a couple of the Christmas videos and subscribed. It's been amazing. It totally took me off guard. I wasn't expecting any of it, and I'm just really grateful. So thank you for joining me here on this channel. So for me, one of my biggest resolutions for 2016 is getting my health back on track. 2015, it was great. For those of you who don't know my story, in the fall of 2014, I was actually diagnosed with postpartum depression, anxiety, and stress. And I was just coming out of a couple of really hard years. We had just moved to a new city. We don't have any family that live near us. I just had our third baby. We had 3 kids in 4 years, which is, enough to send anybody crazy. And being at home all the time, and it was just hard. And my oldest was going into kindergarten, and there was just a lot of life transition. And I think just some issues that had come up in the previous couple of years that I hadn't dealt with, it just all compounded. And by September 2014, I was a basket case. So went and saw the doctor and started on some medication. It was good. By December of 2014, I started feeling like myself again. And then January 2015 is when I launched the blog. And so this last year has been a crazy ride with the blog, and it's been so much fun. Really, I had a career prior to this in the arts, doing music, and I'm a very creative person. And I think that with everything that had happened, my spirit was crushed, and I couldn't dream anymore. I felt like I had no more creativity in me. It was really hard. It was really, really rough. This isn't supposed to be like a Dear Diary here, but I just want to explain a little bit of how I've gotten myself to this point today. So when I went on the medication, I noticed that I started gaining some weight. I still hadn't lost the baby weight. Now with each of my children, I have gained 50 to 60 pounds with each pregnancy. Just kind of accepted it for what it was. Being pregnant, eat whatever you want. I never got sick with any of my pregnancies, thank God. But I just craved really nasty foods like Big Macs and chips and ice cream and candy and just really bad things. And I just indulged in all of it. And so I gained a lot of weight. Now, after my second, I did Weight Watchers, and I lost about 40 pounds, which was amazing. And then that's when everything started to go down at work, and we went through a really tough transition where we used to live in our old job. And I'm an emotional eater. It's just the way it is. I've always been like that. And so I turn to food, and I find comfort in a chocolate bar. And so I unfortunately gained all the way back. And just when I was finally like, okay, I'm gonna kick this once and for all, I'm gonna lose like 60 pounds and it's gonna be great, I found out I was pregnant with our third child, which was totally unexpected. Actually, it was a great surprise and a really hard season for us. And I tried really hard with that to like, okay, put down the Big Mac, let's like pick up an apple, you know? So didn't gain quite as much weight with the last one, but I still gained a lot. So fast forward now back to 2015, this past year, I got diagnosed with postpartum. I started on medication, and I noticed that I started gaining weight. Probably in the late summer, I was still on the maximum dose for the postpartum medication. I noticed that my behavior started changing a little bit, almost to the point where I became a bit reckless. And I haven't really talked about this at all on the blog. Those who are closest to me, I've shared this with. But I definitely felt like I became over-medicated. And I definitely did not need to be at that maximum dose of the antidepressants that I was on. And a lot of my decisions, they weren't me. I was behaving in ways that I had never behaved before. I would say things I'd never said before. I just didn't care about anything. And alongside with that came, I didn't care about my weight. The other thing I think that happened with my weight is I ended up posting a couple of posts about plus size fashion. And that seemed to resonate with quite a few readers. And I got a lot of hits on those pages, on those posts. And so I think I got to a point when I was way over medicated that I just was like, well, whatever, I'll just be fat the rest of my life. Like, I've struggled with this for so long, I don't care. To be honest, in the fall, I did my first appearance on TV, and when I saw myself afterwards, I gasped and I said to my husband, do I really look like that? And he was kind of surprised by my reaction. He said, yeah, of course you look like that. And for whatever reason, in my mind, like, I know that I'm overweight, but in my mind, I don't see myself like this size. I think I see myself like a lot smaller. I think of myself, and probably because I've justified, like, oh, you know, in various ways. And I think we all do that, right? But I'm shocked when I see pictures or when I see the spot on TV that I did. I was just shocked. Now I know they say the camera adds 10 pounds, but I was just like, I can't believe I look like I'm that big. So I knew that a change had to come. And that's how I've ended up here today. That the last kind of 2 years of my life has just been this roller coaster of emotional stuff that has gone on in my life. So that's how I ended up today. They've definitely all been my choices, and it sucks because I got on the scale this morning and I just stood there like, what? So don't view myself at that weight whatsoever, but needless to say, there has to be a change. I'm gonna blog this journey with my weight for 2 reasons. One, to keep me accountable, because if I have to post a weekly video, chances are I want to tell you that I've lost weight and I'm improving. But two, I want to do this with you. I want to inspire you, and I want to, if you are facing a weight loss battle, we can do this together. It's gonna suck. There's gonna be really crappy days. Anything worth doing, it's gotta come with some pain. It's gotta come with some effort. It's gonna be physical work, but it's gotta get done, because at the end of the day, I'm just gonna keep gaining weight. If I don't take control of the situation now, it's just gonna keep going up and up and up. And I can't do that. I have 3 children under 5 years old, and I find it hard to keep up with them. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired, I'm achy. So it's time that I get with it and I do this. Once and for all, I knock this weight off. I am so excited, and I'm gonna be posting weekly videos. I'm gonna share with you some recipes, some workouts that I'm doing. With that said, I am going to get on my first workout.